Ain't no half step on Marcus J. Live from the den. Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us tonight as we progress through this outstanding flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio. As I mentioned to you guys before we went to break, we got some really dope guests here in the room. And they're so dope that I got to have the First Lady of Legacy Internet Radio introduce them and do her thing. First Lady, take it away.
Again, Legacy Internet Radio, ain't no half stepping with Marcus J, family and crew. I am so excited this week to bring another fantabulous first half of the show to you with my great guest, our great guest. But these great guests of mine tonight, one of them is a long-time dear friend, and the other is my new long-time dear friend. So that means I'll get like extra gifts for my birthday and stuff like that. So with that being said, got a mic. I'd like to introduce right now, flip it up. Yep. The founders of Fly Clothing and a whole bunch of other stuff that we're going to get into. Mr. Antoine Baycott. Look at that. I had to sound it out because I was struggling earlier. Y'all should have seen me. I wrote it out and everything. Yes, sir. And Mr. John Shelton. Hey, guy.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. I'm good. So, my fly guys, what is going on? How are you all doing? You doing good? Good. All right, yeah. So everybody can hear y'all. We're going to make sure you keep the mic, to the mouth. Word. So, Fly Clothing. Please tell me where this originated from. Antoine, I'm going to ask you first. How did you get started with Fly? Yeah, go ahead. All right, so how you get started with Fly, Antoine?
Well, we was working together, me and John. And both of us was working at the same job. And we just came up with it, as a collaboration. We had discussed it. I mean, when I was living in New York, I always wanted to have my own clothing line.
Really? What part of New York?
I'm from the Bronx.
From the boogie down?
Yeah.
So y'all was bored at work. That means you won't doing no work because y'all was talking about something else. So let's just put that out there. Y'all won't working.
No,
so y'all was chilling at somewhere that pays y'all.
No, we was working.
Look at y'all was working. Y'all okay, all right. Just in case y'all supervisor, listening.
Right.
They was working that day. Let me see. They was working May of 2016 that day. All right, okay.
They were working hard. Please know that.
Y'all chilling, working.
Yeah, we was chilling, working. And I'm an artist. I draw, and I do other things. And I was showing him some of my drawings and stuff. And I was telling him, he was like, "Oh, I feel the same way. I want to do that." He said, "Man, why not?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, and I was like, "Well, when I was in New York, it was different. When I came down here, I don't really know that many people."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "You ain't got to worry about that, bruh."
Right.
He said, "I got you. Let's just come up with a dope name and something that have meaning." Because there's so many other, clothing lines out here.
Right.
Like even these popular designers out now.
Right.
But they ain't got no meaning.
Exactly. And and I was getting ready to say, from you coming from New York, that's like the big clothing capital, basically. So, you trying to start clothing here in Virginia versus, up in New York.
Exactly.
So I understand that could be kind of like, what we gonna do? We gonna really do it? Can we do it? So that's what's up.
Yeah, I was kind of skeptical.
Okay.
And second guessing myself.
Right.
And John was like, "Yo, let's do it, man." You know what I'm saying? And he saw the potential, and my skills of, designing and drawing. And he was like, "Yo, we can make it happen. Let's just come up with a dope name."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, everybody want to be fly.
Right.
Everybody want to look fly. But, he's like, got to come up with a dope acronym for the name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something that has meaning, something that has purpose.
Right.
And during that time in my life, you know, I had lost my grandmother, and I had lost my mother, and my aunt was in the hospital. And during that period in time in my life, I felt like giving up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that was like the first time in my life that I really felt like I don't even want to be here no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I realized that I had to love myself enough, you know. And I don't know, it just, honestly, it just came, you know, it just came to. You know what I'm saying? I can't even take the credit for it. Like, God just blessed us, you know what I'm saying, with the name. So,
right.
Exactly, you know, so we just, you know, it just came to us. You know, it's not even like, I can't even take credit for that.
Right.
You know, so I said, you know, forever love yourself. I want everybody to love themselves. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
A lot of people don't, you know.
You're so right.
A lot of
You're
people don't love
Tell the
themselves.
truth, Twan. Tell the
It's so
truth.
true.
You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? We want to encourage that. We want to encourage self-love.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and raise suicide awareness at the same time.
Right.
You know, and
because a
look
lot
at-
of suicide happens because you don't have the self-love.
Exactly.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
You know, and looking fly is just a bonus. You know what I'm saying? So I like, it's not just a shirt.
Right.
It's not just, the designs are dope. You know what I'm saying? And me and John, we come together, we collab on the designs. And we also doing custom stuff too. So holla at
Right,
us.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
But, you know what I mean? So, if you got an idea, you know, we'll create something for you. But, you know, that is the main goal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was the main goal.
Right.
And I feel like no other clothing line is out there really trying to do that.
Right.
You know? And we trying to give back to the community, you know? We going out talking to the youth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We want to get into schools. You know what I mean? And we want people to love themselves for real.
Right.
And I feel like when people wear their shirts, yeah, they look fly. You know what I'm saying? And they look in the mirror like, yo, I look fly.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they be like, you know what I mean? Subconsciously,
Right.
a lot of stuff that we do, for real, I feel like 90% of our thinking is think of, you know what I'm saying, subconsciously. And I feel like when you see, you know what I mean, other people rocking it and loving themselves, in turn, they're gonna feel that love too.
Right.
And they're gonna love themselves too.
I think again that is such a phenomenal, you know, your story, because first of all, my heart and my love goes out to you for your losses, because I lost very, very close to me my mother and my father both to cancer. I lost my mother in '99 and my father in 2011, and you know, both of my parents, they were still together. You know, they went to their treatments together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About me being the baby, always spoiled, you know, I didn't know how to deal with that. And a lot of things that I go through, and that's why John is super special to me, because, you know, he, you know, was cool with my father before, you know, he passed away. And then as my father got sick, you know, John was one of the ones who knew how hard it was for me to deal, because John knew that my father was my best friend, you know, and my dad was always the one who believed in me with my comedy and everything like that. And I'm just so fortunate, like, even when I started doing improv, you know, my father and John were one of the ones who came to my first shows, you know, and even them going through their sickness, once they both, you know, transitioned to be with the Creator, you know, I had the thoughts of, I don't want to be here.
Exactly.
I don't have no reason to be here. I lost my two best friends. I lost my two
That's
biggest
how I
fans.
feel, yeah.
And now I don't need to talk to nobody, because
Exactly,
nobody's not going to love
exactly.
me like them.
Exactly.
Everybody's going to judge me. And I have two older sisters. And, you know, that was one of the things that my parents were like, you know, y'all look out for her and y'all be around each other, look out for each other. And I just had a complete breakdown. And I was like, I don't want to be around y'all. I don't want to be around anybody. The two people that I love the most, who love me
Exactly,
without
exactly.
whatever, is
Without
gone.
a doubt, yeah, and that's how I felt about my grandmother.
yeah.
And I lived with her for years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, she was one of my best friends.
Yeah.
You know, and my mother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And already I lost my father, you know, in '98 from cancer. You
Wow,
know?
okay.
Yeah, he had leukemia.
Wow.
And I lost him already, you
Yeah.
know. So And then my aunt was in the hospital also, and she had cancer, and I kept going back and forth to New York, to see her in the hospital, and I just lost my grandma too.
Right.
So it was like, dang, and it was just hard. It was hard. And I would say, man, John, like he knew, and he knew that at any given time, if somebody just came out their mouth wrong, something could happen.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, every day he was just trying to make me laugh. He hit me up like, yo, you good? You good, son? You good?
Yeah. I'm
like, yeah, I'm straight, man. I'm straight. I'm trying to maintain. It's all good. So every day we just try to make it fun.
Right.
So we're just trying to be there and just do something positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just get through the day.
Right.
Every day was a struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just going through that, was hard.
Right.
So, but I just feel like, God brought John in my life for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's why we partners. You know what I mean? And I feel like, God blessed us, and we've been blessed for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a blessing in itself right here.
Yeah.
Like, I truly appreciate y'all.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? For real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To give us the opportunity to be on here so that we can speak to the people and let them know that we love them. You know what I'm saying? And we want them to love themselves.
Yeah, and then again, I think it's so fascinating how you can pull from something so deep and hurtful in your life to know at that time, all right, Twan, I'm feeling some type of way, but I got to get myself together. And you got all these creative things inside of you with your writing and your drawing, and then you meet somebody you always wanted to do clothing, and then you meet John.
Yeah.
Yo, we got the founders of Fly Clothing in the building here at Legacy Internet Radio on Ain't No Half Stepping with Marcus J. If you all want to get in on the conversation and talk to these fly fellas, make sure y'all call at 804-402-2893. Again, 804-402-2893. Now, okay, so can I call you Twan?
Yeah, that's
okay, cool, because it took me forever to learn your last name. Okay, so please let me just cut it down a little bit. My God. Okay, Twan. So, so you're here, you got your vision in your head of what you want to do, and then again you come across Mr. John Shelton. Mr. John Shelton, when Mr. Antoine Baycott came to, I'm gonna stop doing that because I'm starting to make your name, not sound professional. I don't want to do that. But no, when Twan came to you with his vision and had to talk with you, what was the first thing? Had you always been a fashion guy? Because I think I read a little something in your bio about the fashion, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and tell the folks of how you get down in the fashion world.
Well, to be honest with you, I went to John Marshall High School in Richmond, Virginia, and everybody know that's the fashion show school.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In that school, if you want fresh,
right, right.
I mean, people did, but they're not us.
Right. Oh gosh.
And I mean, even before then, my grandmother used to go to the store for me every Friday and buy whatever Jordans, Deons, because I've been a sneaker guy forever.
Right.
And she would bring them to school. I change clothes in the bathroom, and then the rest of the day I'm fresh.
Oh, we should have had your grandmother here. Like seriously, like, instead of you, we should have had your fly grandmother. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So for real, my grandmother found it.
Right.
Me and Twan just doing the leg.
Right.
Yes,
right.
Lord.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
Lord.
That's
But I took a picture with my son John, and I didn't like the way the jeans were falling over my 12s, which is Jordans. So
Thank you.
I told him.
For the ones who do not know what 12s are, they are shoes, okay? And they are very expensive shoes. They may cost at least $1,200. So again, they're really special. But Jordans, right?
Jordans, yeah,
See,
French blues.
I don't know. I just had the sketch of nines, so that's all I know. Okay,
so me and John was dressed completely alike. We didn't plan it; it just happened.
Right.
Great minds shop alike.
Right.
So I was looking at it, and I didn't like the way the pants had fell over my shoes, and I was like, yo, I should create a clothing line because I'm pretty sure it's other big guys that have that issue as well.
Okay.
So he was like, yeah, Dad, everybody know you. You should do it, you know. So that whole night, that's all I was thinking about. So I came to work the next day, and I showed Twan the picture. And I was like, yo, bro, look how these jeans are falling over my sneakers. We need to do a clothing line. And he was like, yo, I thought about that one time before when I was in New York. I was like, well, then let's do it. And he was like, you serious? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, what about the clientele?
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. So
I'm
no
a
worries.
hustler. Again,
Yeah.
I went to JM.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, they do. Yes, we do.
I'm like, Twan, trust me, don't worry about it. You know? And even now, sometimes when he's like, yo, I think we should do this. All right. You think it'll sell? Really, Twan? Don't ask me that no more, y'all.
Wow.
Okay. But 30 designs later, you think it'll sell?
Okay, wait, so let me back up a little bit. So Twan comes to you with his vision. You tell him basically, word, you know, I'm the fashion dude. I've been thinking about it too. Y'all come together. Okay, so what is it like at your first meeting? Do you sit down? Do you already have something in mind? I mean, okay, so you already got Fly, the Forever Love Yourself. So how does the first design come about? Like, what's the first step?
Well, what we wanted to do with our original designs, like the ones that we gave you all, is we wanted the word fly and our meaning.
Okay.
So we did that for a long time, just the basic, you know, fly, forever, love yourself.
Yes.
You know, we wanted to get to a point where whenever you see the word fly, you would think forever, love yourself. You know, I don't care if you were flying in a plane, you know, on a plane or, you know, just whatever the case. There's a fly on the wall.
Right.
You know, and that's funny because my cousin called me from Hampton one day and was like, yo, I seen a fly the other day and I thought about y'all.
Right.
I was like, right. Buy a shirt.
That was good. Right. Right.
I got your size. Let's go.
Right.
That's right.
You know, but that was our sole purpose, you know, and meaning behind putting out that design first. You know, we wanted to get the meaning out. You know, and I know it was times where Twan wanted to move on. You know, let's do these designs. Let's do these designs. And I'm like, no, I don't think the meaning is completely out there yet. You know, we want to get the whole world knowing that fly doesn't mean fly.
Right.
Fly means forever love yourself.
Okay.
And, you know, we wanted people to actually love themselves. And I think the turning point for me to sign off on Twan wanting to do these different designs that we've came up with was when somebody said to us, hey, I had suicidal thoughts, and I looked at the wristband that you gave me.
Right.
And that changed my mind, and I'm here today.
Right.
And I was like, okay, God, let's roll.
Right.
And you know, when I called Twan and I told Twan, and he was like, yo, that's dope. You know, he's from New York.
Right.
Yo, son, that's dope. You know, I got a lot of family in New York, you know what I'm saying, in Brooklyn. My brother Lance is from New York. So when I got the yo, that's dope, I'm like, oh, okay, that's the universal term for let's go.
But you know what's crazy, right? I'm from New Jersey, and that's how I talk.
Yes, he's from up top.
Everything is dope to
Everything
me.
is
See, and I know when he say it's dope, it's a go, you know. So once he was like, that story is dope, let's roll, we roll.
Yeah, and actually, like right before he told me that, like we was at work, and it was a Sunday, and we was both at work. 3 people came through the lane wearing our shirts.
Wow.
In one day.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yo, both of us was like, that's dope.
Okay, wait, we got to back up before we see people in your shirts. Okay, wait, so you had the first meeting, you got yourself together, and right now the first shirts that you all want to go out, you really want them to know what fly means.
Exactly.
So you don't want to do like any flashy, colorful designs.
No, our first shirt was white with purple lettering.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we chose purple lettering. 1, that's my favorite color, and my grandmother's favorite color.
Okay.
And 2, purple.
Yeah, I
is
remember
royal.
the first shirt. Yeah.
You know, and
Right.
everybody considered themselves a queen or a king.
Right.
So, okay, let's play off of that. You royal, buy this shirt, wear this shirt.
Awesome.
You know, let people know, hey, I really and truly love myself.
Right. Yeah.
So that's when Twan came up with the fawn, and, you know, we played on the O in love with the heart. You know, because at the end of the day, the heart is the most important muscle that you have.
Right.
If your heart isn't into it, you aren't either.
Right. Okay, that makes a lot of sense because, too, when you talk about people who don't love themselves and the suicide, we see a lot of things that's going on right here in RVA. There's almost like a shooting every day, and especially with our younger generation that's coming up now, and a lot of that. What I feel is a lack of self-love,
Right.
Because I really don't feel like that you have to pick up a gun to prove a point.
Facts.
Nobody listens to the rule, you can really just walk away because then I'm going to be a punk.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you forever loving yourself, you ain't going to never feel like a punk. You're going to be a fly punk of anything, walking away safe and sound. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I appreciate, I so appreciate your message. And, again, for the root message of it all, for loving yourself and for just making people aware that you can have a vision and you can make it come true, So after we've created the first fly shirts and now we got people coming past our job, running through our lanes with our shirts on, is this enough confirmation?
I personally don't think.
Who saw it first though? Who saw the flash shirt first? So we all
was in the booth
together.
We was in the booth actually together.
Now, did y'all not find that odd? That y'all were together when y'all saw y'all shirt?
Well, not really, because when I started working with him, we automatically clicked, and we was always together, at work.
Okay.
And always talking on the phone.
No. I'm saying, do you feel like it was like the universe having you all together
during that particular moment?
Seeing that particular moment, y'all we all like in the days like.
Yeah, we was.
It was like, yo, did that really happen?
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so was that
was.
confirmation enough to be like, word, we can get off the basics now and color it up? How did you go to the next step?
Well, no, it took for that story, that I spoke about earlier, because we did see somebody, and then we started seeing a couple of somebodies, and it was like, Twan was ready. Twan stayed ready. I'm always
He was
the
ready to
one
go for
that's
the,
like,
let's wait. Okay, making the decisions. Okay.
Yeah,
But that's good though. You balance it out.
Yeah,
he ready, and then you got to be like, well, let's wait a minute. Let's think about it. Okay.
Sometimes,
a lot. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So now we're at the designs now. When you all come up with designs, I see that you have some for breast cancer.
Yes.
I see that you have the Forever Love Your Dads.
Right.
I see also that you got the Sister Girl tank tops with the Afro Forever Love Yourself.
We
Your
do,
Fly
yeah.
Girl shirts.
We do.
So
Fly Man or Woman.
is it just you two that come up with the creative mind designs?
No.
Okay.
And it's not even us two.
There's more.
I always tell people it's divinely inspired.
Okay.
There are times where he will ring my phone at 3 or 4 in the morning and leave a message or text me that early in the morning, yo, I just had this vision. We need to do this. There have been times where I've been driving to work and I have to pull over because I see something. And I call Twan or I'll text him like, yo, we need to do this. And that's how everyone.
Not the epiphany points.
Yeah,
wow.
really serious.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was definitely. Like I said, I can't take the credit for that. That's all God right there.
Y'all are such the perfect example of, yo, I got this idea. I really want to go ahead and put my mind into it. Let's get to it. I've been wanting to start a T-shirt line since I was in middle school.
Do it. You got to be confident and do it.
Yeah, no, I've been going to Walmart to get my T-shirts since then. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot. And seriously, it's a lot because of laziness. So you have to be dedicated.
Oh yeah,
You can't be lazy.
And it's your
rough.
brand.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
I hear how you all say that you want to reach out to the community and to the kids.
Definitely.
So how do you want to impact the kids with Fly?
You want to go first?
Go ahead.
Well, I've been working with kids in the community and coaching for a long time. Mm-hmm. So I have a special place in my heart and in that community. The way that I see for us to be able to help the kids in the community is, like we've been doing, different speaking engagements, and just being available.
Right.
I think nowadays the problem with the kids is there's no availability to somebody that they respect.
Right.
So we're just going to be available.
True that.
You want to call us, call us. You want to text Coach John, text him. You want to talk to Twan, call him, text him. We're always available and here. You have an idea, something's bothering you. we can bring it to life for you. Twan can bring it to life for you. You know, and we also have children. You know, mine are older than his. My children are almost grown, all of them. You know, but kids are just very, very important to us. You know, and being in that community and talking, because that's what it's gonna take.
Yeah.
And listening.
And I can really contest to you because over the years, I think you've gained like 35 kids. Like every time I see you, like you're always there with the kids, you know, with the kids from the football team, from the basketball team. It's like I always see somebody with Coach John, you know, you always got a kid with you, you know, you taking them out, make sure they got their school stuff together. You make sure they stay in their books, you know, if you ain't got your books together, you're not playing this, you know, and I've seen mothers come to you and be like, thank you, you know, the appreciation that they have because again, your babies grew up with my baby, you know, so I see the love, you know, that you have not only for your kids, but for the kids in the community. And I just think it's so fascinating. Torn, what do you feel like that you want your message to be for the kids?
Man, I want them to love themselves, you know, and I don't, you know, like I said, even subconsciously, you know, when they see other people loving themselves. Right. You know, I got three kids. 10, 7, and 2, and
how do they feel about fly clothing?
Oh yeah, they love it.
Yeah, ain't that something when your babies love it? Wow.
Yeah.
Appreciate what you do.
And you know, I want them. Excuse me. I want them to love themselves. You know, I just really want everyone to feel the love. Right. You know, and you know, shout out to my wife too. She really been supportive, you know, through this whole process because it be, you know, I'll be trying to work so hard to make these designs. Right. And, you know, sometimes, you know, it be rough, you know, every day. It's every day. Like people like, yo, you got a day off? No, I don't have no day off. You know what I'm saying? Right. But yeah, I mean, mainly, you know, I really want people to love themselves. Right. You know, because I've been through that struggle, and I know there's a lot of people that been there and that's there now that have that mentality, and they can get out of that, you know, by loving themselves. Right. You know?
Now, as far as the merchandise, I know that you all just don't have T-shirts, and I don't think I knew about the fly hats until tonight. But
exclusive.
What? Yeah. Oh, exclusive. Okay. Well, thank you so much for bringing it to the den of Legacy Internet Radio. Thank you, sir. Tell me, what else do you all have? What do you all offer besides the T-shirts?
We also offer. Well, we got men, women, and children. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got all men, women, and children. All sizes. You know, like some clothing lines, like if you're trying to buy something, you know, only go to like a large or extra large or something like that. We got every size that you need.
Okay. I was gonna ask you about the sizes. So that's is that extra small to 4XL or?
No, it's from extra small infant.
It's from newborn.
From newborn.
From onesies.
6X,
yes.
7X. I mean.
Okay. All right. Y'all heard it.
If you need it, we're gonna try our best to get it. If we can't, we'll
any
give you a
size.
band and tell you I'm sorry.
Any size.
Okay. We'll see your postcard. Okay.
We also got the hoodies. You know what I'm saying? Right now.
Got the fly hoodies. Okay.
Yeah, we got the fly hoodies. We working on, you know, trying to get the jeans and stuff right now. And
what? Wait a minute. We getting a denim line for fly? Wait a minute.
Listen,
yeah, it gotta be fly from top to bottom.
the brothers stay working. Trust me.
Let me tell you. First of all, Fly is gonna have us decked out from head to toe. Like, y'all remember Damage and Cross Colors? Like, for real. Y'all gonna have, yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so y'all got the wristbands, the shirts, the sweatshirts, the tank tops.
Right. Yeah.
I think I heard you have sweatpants.
Yeah, that's coming.
Yeah, that's
sweatpants
we got
coming.
you this winter.
Jeans coming. Okay. So,
And the sneakers coming too. Yeah, we going.
Oh,
we gonna
and
try
we
to do
got
custom
So we're gonna
sneakers
speak
too.
on that. Yeah, we in the lab.
is
We
this
working
an
on sneakers
exclusive
now.
again inside of the den?
Yeah, I got a
Okay,
pair
I
on
can
now.
dig it. Okay, see now I can see his
bad,
eyes.
my
I'm like,
bad.
shh, don't say nothing.
Shoes, yeah.
Word.
My bad.
That's cool.
Nah, he didn't put it out there. Yeah. Sneakers is on the way. Yeah.
I am
Fly
so
kicks.
proud.
Yeah.
Fly kicks.
Yeah.
So let me ask each of you individually, where do you see fly clothing going? Where would you like to see fly clothing end up?
Global.
Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah, worldwide. We want to be worldwide. We want everybody, every single person to love themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, we want every fashion show.
Yeah.
New York, Tokyo, Paris.
Oh, you just
Yeah.
international.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
We've been
right.
researching that since day one, actually.
Yeah.
Really.
Really. Yeah,
Yeah,
we know what's
want to
going
be
on.
there.
So what? So international. So that means, and I talked to you a little bit before. So you want to see it in the WalMarts, in the
Oh,
Macy's,
yeah, definitely.
Right.
in everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, at first, of course, we want to be able to make sure we
Take care of
we
home.
straight here. You know
Take
what
care
I'm
of
saying?
home,
Yeah.
right.
Take care of home. Make sure we everywhere here locally, and get us in all the stores here.
Right.
And then eventually we will open up our own chain of stores. you
Right.
know, and be everywhere. We want to be everywhere.
I think that is so awesome. Now, before we close, I want you all to say anything else that you want to say. Of course, I want you to give out all your flat information, all the contacts. You all available to be vendors if people need you at
Definitely,
events.
Yes, definitely.
So you all set up. Now, let me ask you a quick question. When someone orders through Fly Clothing, how long does it take as far as delivery?
We usually tell them 5 to 7 business days.
5 to 7 business days. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, you all mail internationally, globally. So that
Oh, yeah,
means for
definitely.
all of our listeners out there in Legacy Internet Radio, if you need a fly T-shirt, whether you're in Vegas, Hawaii, Japan, we got you,
Konnichiwa.
and we'll send their business cards along with it. But yeah, so Twan, let me start with you. Any last words that you like to say? Anything at all you like to say? Anybody you like to shout out? Anything at all?
Well, yeah, shout out to my wife, my queen, Tiffany. I love you. Shout out to my kids, Nazia, Kiana, and Zariah. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody that really been supportive and been there through the whole process and that know me and know that I love them. One more thing. So many years of education, in school, but they never taught us how to love ourselves,
Right. That's true.
So that's what we're here to do. Y'all check us out, Facebook, Fly. Instagram is Forever Love Yourself, or F4 Ever Love Yourself. And the website is www.flyforeverloveyourself.bigcartel.com. And also our email is f4everloveyourself@yahoo.com. And our telephone number, mine, is 814-7800. And John, go ahead. You take it.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to God for this opportunity.
Facts. My bad.
For this message and also this vision. Second of all, I want to give a shout out to Twanika. Appreciate you supporting me, and being my backbone. All 6 of my children, John, Jawan, Jade, Jaleel, Darius, and Malik. Without them, I'm nothing. Without the Broad Rock community, the Northside community, I don't even exist. So I just want to thank them. I want to thank my parents as well too, because they've done a lot for me. a lot of backing me, especially my mom. I also want to give a quick shout out to Nicole Fields too, for always looking out, trying to place me in the right place, so I can do what I need to do. I want to thank Legacy Internet Radio. This is our first anything really.
Yeah.
And the first is always so special.
It is.
No one forgets the first. So I'm gonna let y'all know now. When we're on Hot 97 or something, son. I'm gonna shout this station out. So we definitely appreciate it. We're gonna stay humble and available. So if anybody have any questions, comments, or anything, Twan gave y'all all of the resources to reach up. Just holler at us, and I appreciate it. And my personal page is Fly John, and Twan personal page is Antoine Baycott. So go ahead, friend us. We accept everybody, man. Hate us too. We love y'all. Thank you.
And with that being said, Fly was created again by John Shelton and Antoine Baycott in May of 2016. The ultimate vision for their brand is to be worldwide ambassadors for self-worth, self-love, and spread suicide awareness through fashion. They have recognized that today's times are hard and that alone can have people feeling down. So they have decided to come up with a way to constantly remind people to love themselves more and to display it with pride. And with that, again, my Legacy Internet Radio family, ain't no half-stepping with Marcus J. I'd like to thank again the founders of Fly Clothing, Mr. Antoine Baycott and Mr. John Shelton. Thanks, guys, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Legacy Internet Radio, ain't no half-stepping with Marcus J. There you have it, the founders of Fly Clothing. If you all need to get in touch with them, we will post their information on our website as well. And with that being said, we will go to a break, and we will be back in a few minutes. Thanks.
This is S.Y. Butler, and you're listening to Legacy Internet Radio, where independence is the key to building your legacy.
Tired of wearing that same old raggedy t-shirt to group events, civic, and work situations? Then why don't you check out our folks, Live Action Captions. They offer t-shirt services here in the Richmond and Tri-City area, offering multicolored, direct-to-garment printing at an affordable price. Guess what? No charge for changing colors for a design either. Pick and choose whatever you want out of the rainbow. No minimums at all. Discounts at 25 or more. If you'd like to rock one of these hot shirts that we here at Legacy Internet Radio do, then you can get with Live Action Captions at 804-640-7180. Again, that's 804-640-7180. And for all the folks who don't like to use the telly, we got it on the internet at live-action-captions at comcast.net. Again, live-action-captions at comcast.net, and at that same title on Facebook and Instagram. No need to worry about it shrinking. We got you covered. Live Action Captions.